Hello wonderful viewers. Today we are going to go through a very simple way of connecting to your database in PHP. First of all, you have to create a folder in the path directory, XAMPP and hdocs, and that folder, name it lessons. After that, you launch it with your code editor. And under this lessons folder, let's create a new file called index. Let's create a new file called .php. Oh, sorry, we have typed it wrongly. I've typed the index wrongly. Let's rename it. So index.php. Oh, let's rename it. Index. Okay, index.php. Now we would have our PHP opening tag and our closing tag, and under it we have our HTML file. Title should be mydb. Body, and under the body let's have our h1 tag called hello world. And we save it. Now let's come to our browser, type localhost, okay, and look for our folder called lessons. Okay, now we will have our hello world already written. And before we continue, let's go and create a database, okay, and phpmyadmin. So you come to new, let's create, let's say mydb, that's the name of the database, and let's say lessons. Okay, let's say lesson, the name of our table. Let's have 3 columns. So you have ID, let's have a username, and here password, and the ID, let's make it auto increment. So we will choose the primary key, and user, you have varchar 100 characters. Let's have 100 here. Okay, we come to save. So our database is created. Called mydb, and the tables under it is called lesson, and this is what we have, username and password. Okay, so let's get back to our code to link our document here to our database. So you have to create a new file which we will use to link our database. So let's say db, okay, db.php, and then we would have our opening PHP tag, and now let's connect. Now we are going to connect to our database. So mysqli equal new mysqli, and the first one is the localhost, followed by the localhost username, which is root, followed by your password. If you don't have a password, you just leave it blank and continue. But if you have a password like me, you type it there. And here is our database name, the database we just created. We created a database. So this is what I'm talking about. MyDB, this database name, that's what we are going to put there. So MyDB, because that's what we are going to connect to. Okay, so, or we tell it to die if we are not connected to a database. What should it tell us? Okay, so we say die, and what message? It should give us an error message, right? So mysqli underscore error, and which error should it give us? The error from this database connection, the error from it. So now let's have that one there, mysqli, and we would end our code with this. So we have successfully connected to our database. Now let's include it here. So let's use the required ones to include it. Require ones db db.php, and we end our code here. So let's get back to our browser and see. Refresh. Okay, now we have successfully connected to our database. How will we know that? Because there is no error when we refreshed our browser. But let's say we made an error here. We didn't put our database user there, which is root. So let's refresh our browser and see. You see it has put an error. Okay, access denied for user at localhost, because the username we haven't kept it there, which is, and they are saying that on line 3. So we get back here on line 3, meaning here we made an error. So we have corrected that, and let's get back to it and see. Refresh, and hello world. Thank you for making it to the end of my video, and see you in another one.